Welcome, geometry students. Here we're going to briefly discuss the trigonometric ratios called sine, cosine, and tangent. Here you want to remember that every time you see the word sine, it means it's your opposite leg divided by your hypotenuse. Every time you see cosine, it's the adjacent leg divided by the hypotenuse. And tangent really means opposite leg divided by adjacent leg. So again, sine, cos, tan, they're ratios. Ratios, again, are what? Fractions. So this A is your reference angle. Again, this A, reference angle. It's in degrees. So like 34 degrees, 5 degrees, 6 degrees. So problems you'll see sine 34 equals, x over 10. So we're going to get to how to solve something like sine 34 equals x over 10. The key here is you have to know that what is sine? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. I'll give you a minute to copy this down, or just hit pause and copy it. So we're going to apply it in the next slide, the sine, cosine, and tangent. So sine ratio. Sine just means to use the opposite side or the opposite leg and your hypotenuse. Ratio is just a fraction. So if I ask you what the sine of A is in this right triangle, again, I should also mention that sine, cos, and tan you can only use with right triangles for now. So sine of A, what does this equal? Again, this is your reference angle. So we're referring everything to angle A over here. And you have to remember that what is sine? Sine is opposite over the hypotenuse. So what side is opposite of A? Opposite of A is 4. Where's your hypotenuse? Your hypotenuse is always across from 90 and also your longest side. So the sine of A is equal to 4 divided by 5. Let's try another one. What is the sine of B? Again, this tells us B is our reference angle. So we're looking at B. Everything relates to angle B. And again, sine is what? What's opposite of angle B? Divided by your hypotenuse. So what's opposite of angle B? Opposite of angle B is side 3. And your hypotenuse is 5. Again, hypotenuse is always the longest. And it cannot be adjacent or opposite. So once you have your hypotenuse, you can never say it's opposite or adjacent. Hypotenuse is always hypotenuse. Let's try cosine. The cosine of an angle is the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. So the cos of A, so again, A is our reference angle. So highlighting A. Cos, adjacent. Adjacent means next to. So there's my adjacent side. Here's my hypotenuse. So the cosine of A is 3 over 5. So next problem, what's the cos of B? B is again our reference angle. Everything refers to angle B then. So highlighting B. Adjacent. Adjacent is next to. So it's adjacent over the hypotenuse ratio, which is 4 over 5, because 5 is the hypotenuse. Next, we're going to do the tan. Tan of RF, RF stands for reference angle, is the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So let's try the tan of A. A is our reference angle, so let's highlight A. Tan is opposite. What's opposite of A? 4. That means 3 is the adjacent. 3 is adjacent and not 5, because 5 is the hypotenuse. Like I said in 2 slides ago, hypotenuse cannot be adjacent or opposite. So what's opposite of A? 4. What's the adjacent? 3. So let's try the tan of B. Tan of B. So let's highlight B. Tan is opposite. What's opposite of angle B? 3. 5 is again my hypotenuse. That means 4 is adjacent to B. So it's 3 over 4. Some things to note. The sine of A is equal to the cos of B. The sine of B is equal to the cos of A. And then you should also know that the tan of A is not equal to the tan of B. Here are 2 problems I want you to practice. If you have any questions, please see me after school, before school, or lunchtime.